Yo, 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 yo. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I know it's been off schedule, but hey, you are here at another edition of Black Box.
On no paper, no phone, no texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
Come on in, eat you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, drink you some juice, and just leave them pills alone. You are here at another edition of Black Box.
baby.
Come on in. Come on in. Let's fellowship tonight. Grab them chairs and fellowship tonight. Because you are here again at another edition of Black Box. come on in. You know what time it is? Yeah, show getting ready to start in a minute. So get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, drink you some juice. And just leave them pills alone. Them bugs will kill you. You go out here again. Of another night of Black Rock.
Scared of you motherfuckers.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking for myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break, or you're my weakness. Give it, we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging on myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my heart alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in all day. You're the reason I can't get out of my head. I just can't stop thinking about you. 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 I just can't stop thinking about you.
Chicago, nigga.
Yo, hey. Here we go. It's time for the show. Yo, you are here at the Roz Cast. Come on, let's go.
This moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, either way, I fall. No need to say, we'll be ahead now, babe. I fall to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell you goodbye, 'cause I find a better one, yeah. So simple life, before the moment rise. Ooh. So tell you goodbye, 'cause I find a better one. Ooh. So simple life, before the moment
We are back. We are back again. We are back. What's going on?
Isn't that what I'm getting into? Yeah, and nothing can stop
We are back.
me, 'cause I'm addicted to you and
I don't know what's going on with the audio. We back.
Either way, I fall. No need to say, we'll be ahead now, babe. I fall to the edge of it all. Cause I find a better one, yeah.
What's up? What up?
So simple life, before the moment flies, so tell you goodbye, 'cause I find a better one. So simple life, before the moment flies.
Hey. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back.
It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
What's good with y'all?
Let's say some asses wiggling. I want some perfection.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I know this is another off night of the live stream. Last couple Mondays, I've been having things going on. So, but I have been told that maybe I should just do my live streams more on Tuesdays opposed to Mondays. I know it's the start of the week. Some of y'all might have other things going on. You might catch it late. That's why it's always good to catch it on the replay. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Hey, I see you, Big Meech. I see you, Chandra. Okay. Shout out to my moderator, one of my moderators, OG Fun Size. She said there was something wrong with my audio on the YouTube side. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell what's happening with the audio while it's in motion because I'm struggle streaming. I'm broke.
I'm scared of you motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Hopefully as time goes on and I get things more in order, I will get that together. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everyone was safe. And I hope everybody is striving to be the best version of yourself. I am Ross Lee. I'm your host for the night. You are here at the Black Bottom Roscast. We just we lay back. We talk about a lot of different topics. We go, we do some reactions. We give our opinions on some things. Shout out to Big Mike that's on the line right now. And like I always tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? Get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, drink you some juice. But leave them pills alone. Them mugs will kill you. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I hope, like I said, I hope everybody was safe. And we're gonna get in with tonight's topic. And I know, those that's been tuning in, those that enjoy what I do on the live stream, I appreciate you. But I know there's others that be watching in the bushes and, up top the trees and, in the gutters and shit like that. Some of y'all be like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear what you talking about. But it's all good because everybody got something for everybody. So what I eat don't make you shit. You know what I'm saying? So to speak. So if you ain't liking it, it's all good. If you don't like some of the topics that I talk about, that's all good too. You can comment on it. I ain't scared. I like the engagement. We're doing the Black Bottom Roscast family to engage and have interactions with each other. We're not just trying to just talk our shit and give our points and that's the law. I mean, if you got certain understandings and disagreements, you're more than welcome to chime in and voice your opinion. It might turn into a real great adult conversation. But see, some of y'all are so far up, y'all, you know what, that you don't think you can do that or whatever. For whatever reason, I'm not going to speculate. I mean, even though I could, but I'm not about to do that tonight. I will say this. We're going to run through a few reactions. We're going to talk about a few things. And I'm going to get it up out of here. Because I know it's, the rest of the week, you got to get your days and your evenings together and do what you need to do. So it's all good, But shout out to all those that are subscribed to the Black Bottom Roscast. You did allowed me to hit my first goal. But now my goal now is to roll to 1,000 subscribers. I get to that road to the 1,000 subscribers. I know I said this about my previous goal, but honestly, if y'all can get me to 1,000 subscribers, I will strictly just stream off of YouTube, and then you just have to go over there on YouTube. It's all good. I do these things weekly. I've been told Tuesdays is probably a better night for a lot of people to tune in, and I'm cool with that. I could have did it on Mondays, Tuesdays. I was actually suggested that as time goes on, maybe I should do more than one through the course of the week. I'll figure that out when I get certain schedulings in order, and then I will figure out if I'm gonna do it like 2 times a week, if anything. I'm gonna stretch them out. I'm not gonna do like back to backs and stuff like that. It's a lot of work, and it takes persistence and it takes patience, but we getting there. So I'm not really tripping about that. But when I get to that point and I decide how I'm gonna do it, I'll have it set for those days and those times. Hell, I might even change the time on the off night because this is actually our main night, what we do right now at 8 Central. But probably when I do my other one, I might do it a later time slot, just so those those night owls can catch a wind of what I'm doing. So, like I always say, I know what y'all think. I know what y'all be feeling like. Oh, here you go. You gonna start a rant for 2-3 hours, and talking about somebody and all this other crap. But I am not gonna be too long. Okay, I'm not gonna be too long. I'm gonna be strong, but I'm not gonna be too long. I'll tell you that. But before we get started, this here live is sponsored by Ice House. Oops. Duff. Fiji water. You got to put that love in your body. Some juice. And the word of the game. How y'all doing?
Chicago, nigga.
We out here. Yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight. The subject of tonight. Dolton, Chicago, and the issues of the modern woman. It is so many things that's been going on in these YouTube streets and stuff like that. Oh, before I go any further, if you're tuned in, hit the like button if you're on my YouTube side. I'm double streaming, struggle streaming. I'm on both my platforms. So I'm on Facebook as well as on my YouTube. But if you're not subscribed to my YouTube page, please, I humbly ask you to go over to the YouTube, type in Black Bottom Roscast, hit the subscribe and the bell button, and get all your notifications for all future live streams and clips I might do in the future. I'm gonna eventually start doing shorter clips and stuff like this. I've been live streaming for quite some time now. Yeah, it's been a little minute. Like I said, it's a slow grind, but anything worth having, it takes time and it takes focus to do. But yeah, we're going to talk about this today because once again, the old city girl man out there in Dolton is cutting up and running amok. This time, we're going to discuss a few things about her, but this in particular reaction is from one of my people that I follow on YouTube, Messy Mashawn Live. Good content creator. If you're not subscribed to her, check her out. She is hilarious. I swear to God, she is. You will enjoy how Auntie gets down. But I'm assuming here recently, Tiffany Henyard was supposed to have had an interview. And of course, with all the madness that's going on in Thornton Township and Dolton, she agreed to it originally. But then she canceled. But I'm going to let the video speak for itself. And then we're going to break it down. Shout out to Miss Michonne. It's all in fair use. You know that.
I am Tiffany A. Henry of Dolton, Illinois.
This video will look at how to pronounce Chicago and Illinois.
And before we get started any further, please, brothers and sisters, it is not Illinois. You are not from Chicago, Illinois. You are not from Oak Brook, Illinois. You are not from the West Side in Chicago, Illinois. It's Illinois. Okay? It's a Native American word. Chicago. The proper pronunciation is a Native American phrase. The S is silent, y'all. Get some intelligence about yourself and know how to properly enunciate words. You make people look at you crazy when you sit up here. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. What? No, it's Illinois. But anyway.
Illinois.
Illinois.
So Big Tiff decided to cancel an interview. I can't even believe that she agreed to an interview, to be perfectly honest with you. Tiff, you give out interviews now, girl? Come on over here. I'll interview you, child. Come on over, child. I will interview you. So it looks like as of June the 10th, 2024, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard cancels interview with the Chicago Crusader. How, Big Tiff? How? Embattled Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard canceled a scheduled interview last month with the Chicago Crusader as more legal problems mount against her and the village. Henyard, through Thornton Township's public relations firm, the Whitley Agency of Atlanta, reached out to the Crusader to offer an exclusive interview about her housing initiative in Dolton. Uh-oh. So Big Tiff is working on housing in Dolton. Not that we didn't know it, but now we see that somebody else is talking about it. All right.
Trying to get all the
to discuss concerns regarding her leadership and its impact on Dolton's future. Yes. Make sure you all look at the other video about the impact of mental health with regard to the residents and the things that they're going through. Anyway, amid national stories about Henyard's alleged lavish spending, questionable leadership, the Whitley Agency initially contacted the Crusader on May the 13th via email to arrange the interview. Although the sit-down interview date was set for May 20th, the Crusader waited for Henyard to confirm the exact time. In other words, CPT time. When the Crusader followed up on the day of the interview to confirm the actual meeting time, Henyard rescheduled the interview for Friday, May 24th at the Crusader office in Woodlawn, again without a specific time. As the Crusader waited for Henyard to provide the exact time, the Whitley Agency informed the Crusader the day before the interview via email that Henyard will not be able to attend the interview because of another meeting that was previously unscheduled. The agency stated that Henyard was still interested in an exclusive interview with the Crusader in the near future, but no new date has been set. Henyard is at the center of a federal investigation and several lawsuits as residents remain angry and distrustful of her leadership and spending habits. On Monday, June 3rd, tensions boiled over and Dolton police filled the room as Henyard presided over a chaotic village meeting where 4 village members voted to override the mayor's veto to hire former Chicago Mayor Lightfoot to investigate Henyard, which of course we've already seen. It was an ish show. The Crusader waited in anticipation of the follow-up call from the agency represented Wednesday evening, June 5th. There was no follow-up communication about the status of the interview prior to our press time. Well, of course not. If it's something that's not going to benefit her, and as things keep changing and shifting on a daily basis, hopefully her lawyer said, if I ain't there with you, you can't do nothing, girl. Because your ass is going to talk, and probably say, girl, don't do another live. She probably said, girl, don't do another live. Because all you're going to do is give the FBI and any other agencies the information that they need to continue to investigate your ass because you don't know how to STFU. That live stream with some Heavy D's bigger younger brother from mess.com. Anyway.
Talk.
Lightfoot was there, as well as village trustee and activist Andrew Holmes, who was accused in a lawsuit of SAing a former village employee on a trip. During the chaotic meeting, police had to restrain several people as things grew heated and out of control. Big Tiff, that's your responsibility. That's your meeting. That's your responsibility. I'm not saying she's supposed to restrain people, but the way that your meetings are run is a direct correlation to who you are. The people don't want you there. But y'all know she ain't gonna go nowhere. She has to be forcibly taken out or voted out. That's the only way. Lightfoot's microphone was initially cut off as she tried to update residents on her investigation of Henyard. That's when residents began shouting repeatedly, "Let her speak," as Henyard looked on. When Lightfoot's mic was finally turned on, she said, "Even though they turned the mics off, we will continue working on behalf of the residents of Dolton, and we will give you the facts that you deserve." Lorraine, it's been a week. What's up? A week since that meeting. If she's already been investigating up until this time, can she provide anything additional? After the meeting, Lightfoot released a statement saying, "I commend the Village of Dolton Board of Trustees for decisively exercising their authority to override Mayor Henyard's veto and preventing any attempts to stall an independent investigation into the matters outlined in the resolution. A majority of trustees remain committed to performing their fiduciary responsibilities on fiscal oversight and advocating for the interest of Dolton residents. They understand that village residents deserve a transparent and thorough process. I look forward to the work ahead, and urge Mayor Henyard and her administration to fully cooperate with this investigation by promptly providing the requested documentation to give all concerned a complete and accurate accounting of the fiscal conditions for the village." That's a nice statement, Lord Child. At least she put it out, but we already know those people are not going to cooperate with nada.
And this is after the fact that once that board meeting had happened, Tiffany, runs to her Facebook page, with one of the aldermen that she's cool with in Harvey, Illinois, to try to double down on what happened in that shit show of a goddamn meeting, a township meeting, well, a village meeting, actually, because if y'all already know, she's the mayor of Dolton, but she's also the supervisor of Thornton Township, which covers 17 different municipalities in the south suburbs. Some years back, I used to live in the south suburbs, Hazelcrest to be exact. And there are certain pockets of the south suburbs that are higher up, and there are certain pockets in the south suburbs that are at the bottom of the barrel. I pray for the residents of Robbins. I pray for the residents of South Holland. No, is it South Holland? Yeah, Riverdale. Well, it's a half and half thing in Riverdale. You got your pockets of lower level earners that live out there, but there are some people out there that got money. Ford Heights, oh shit, pray for them. They don't even have a police department in their town. Harvey, you think the shit that you're hearing right now with Tiffany Henyard is bullshit and just outright, just blatantly in your face, like thievery? Man, we need to start looking at Harvey too, because they right behind them. So, and it's funny how us black people do things. The ones that never had nothing, that all of a sudden get a little something, you tend to get out your body and start feeling yourselves and start doing and moving in a whole different way. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being successful. We all should strive to be as successful as we should or that we can obtain. We all should strive to do that, right? But when you come from nothing and you get something, and now you're a status thing now, don't forget who you are. Don't forget who put you there. Don't belittle the people that don't have what you have. I see this so many times in our community that our own people will look down on our people that don't have as much as them. Now, I understand if you look at a person sideways because of how they act and their character and how they associate themselves with people, how they talk to people, that I can relate to. Because there's some people that I done ran across in my community. I'd be ready to slap the shit out their ass. There's some people in our community I done been held back so many times with just cracking them and just, doing whatever. I've heard so many stories about what some people remember what I used to do when I was younger and not as focused as I am now in life, in understanding my place and my role in this world right now. I had to learn, I had to build, I had to hit the bumps and the bruises of a two-time loser in my Teddy voice. Taking the bumps and the bruises, all the pain of a two-time loser. I think I need to find out. No, let me shut up. That's my remix. I'll do that on another time. When I get a Patreon, I'm gonna start like doing what I've always done, and that's remake all these songs in a weird, funny kind of way. But you'll like it. Matter of fact, you probably heard my Christmas song before, but I only sing it during the Christmas season, so don't ask me to sing it now. Okay. But anyway, it seemed like when our people get something and get a little, barons about themselves, they just change it up and just get all out their body with shit. And it's sad, because we didn't elevated ourselves so high than what it was 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago that you would think that we would appreciate these things just a little bit better. But unfortunately, we allow ourselves to just get completely off the rails and not understand what our place is and what our role is and what we should really be doing. And as quick as you obtain these things, the faster you can lose it, especially if you're not careful on how you handle it. But let's finish up this.
We already know those people are going to cooperate with nada. As the shouting continued, Henry said, why should we pay anybody any money if y'all have the actual people, meaning the FBI is here? So why would we waste money? Now all of a sudden she concerned with wasting money. The child can't make it up. This Monday or the next Tuesday was when people finally realized that she was paying $1,500 allegedly to good old Brandon Moman, who is her stylist. The person that dresses her up before she sachets on out for Dolton board meetings. I'm just saying, we already knew. They just finding out. On May 31st, WGN-TV, its parent company Nexstar Media, filed a lawsuit in Court County Circuit Court after Dolton declined the station's public records request, which seeks copies of the agency's credit card statements as well as records relating to Hinyard's compensation and the cost of her taxpayer-funded vehicle. I wonder if they wanted to know about the Tahoe or if they wanted to know about the BMW. What if they were asking about the BMW? WGN said after filing an appeal with the Illinois Attorney General Kwame Ruo's office, the agency that oversees state transparency laws, the Attorney General on February 9th ordered Dolton to release credit card statements along with other requested documents. So she's not even listening to the Attorney General at this point. And who does this woman listen to, y'all?
Nobody.
She's not even listening to the Attorney General. Dolton residents have called for Hinyard's resignation, but she's been defiant, even as she remains the target of an FBI investigation, which includes 2 subpoenas sent to Dolton City Hall. January 2024, one of Dolton's trustees was concerned that the village was headed toward bankruptcy due to reckless spending in the village's $7 million debt. Village trustees expressed concern about the village's debt and that it is not meeting its financial obligations. In March, Phinia Dukes, the mayor's former assistant, filed a civil lawsuit against Hinyard and Trustee Holmes after they took a taxpayer-funded economic development trip to Las Vegas. There, Dukes alleges Holmes had non-consensual sex with her after dinner and a stroll on the Las Vegas Strip. Dukes accuses Holmes of assault and alleges Hinyard retaliated.
And just for the record, that infamous Las Vegas trip was supposed to have been for some kind of economic meeting and stuff like that. But we've heard nothing of what they really did out there. And we know that they spent a lot of money. It's been documented through the news, which she called fake news, and other podcasters that did the due diligence of getting the information and putting it out there to the people, to the public, to put out there. But what did you gain with that? Just like, what did you gain when y'all had that walk to Springfield for that you ain't got nothing to do with Tiffany Care's cancer organization? That she says she has nothing to do with it. They, meaning others, use her image and her name to fucking do this campaign, and she felt compelled to allow them to use it and not have any dealings with the behind the scenes. I don't know about y'all, but I gives no F's if Jesus Christ himself came back and wanted to do a foundation in my name and using my image. There is no way in hell I will allow that to happen, and I don't know nothing what's going on as far as what you're doing. That is some BS, if I ever heard. But see, this is what some politicians do. A large majority of politicians are the biggest crooks, are the biggest gangsters, are the biggest thieves in modern society. They talk a slick, good game. They say all the things that you want to hear to get your vote. And you know what a lot of them do once they get your vote? Not a damn thing. You tell me one politician that all y'all done voted for that really did something. You can put it in the comments. I mean, there are some that were good people. There were some that was on their business. But you name me one politician that y'all voted for and had all this faith for Biden. I didn't vote for him. But you name me one politician in the the party that you chose to be a part of that's really doing something for your community.
retaliated against her after she reported the alleged encounter through Officer Byron Miles, who was a part of Hayward's security detail. Miles was demoted after he reported the alleged assault to the mayor. Miles has also filed a lawsuit against Hayward. This story just gets more and more ridiculous as the day goes by. Anyway, that's the latest update here with regard to this, because I know there is more. I'll be looking into it. Videos will be forthcoming. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you comment. I see you all in the next one.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'all because y'all black. Y'all black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Unasked, that's C.
Anywho, that was that. You know, of course. Oh, Super Mayor canceled a meeting with the Chicago Crusaders. Excuse me. I hate. You know what? I blame these allergies and the large amount of cicadas on these fucking migrants. Thank you, Biden. Thank you for bringing all these fuckers in. Because all kind of shit is going on right now. People getting illnesses and sicknesses that they never had before. Certain bugs and elements that's been that was very lightweight is in mass now. Like, what the fuck is in the air now? Can someone explain this to me? Because this is definitely some shit going. There's definitely some shit going. Hold on. That's not what I was trying to do. I've been having certain situations happen with me, with my allergies that's been off the chain. This is going to be a funny one. We still talking about the city mayor. Oh my God. It's bad enough that her voice is annoying as shit. I feel sorry for you men that actually dealt with this woman. And especially like if she like had disagreements with you and y'all had arguments. I can only imagine what those arguments was like. But this bitch should not sing. I clef, oh God, she should not sing. So, let's get ready to rumble! Since she's been so upset and mad about all the major news channels talking about her and her leadership and talking about all the content creators that review her and talk about her and put her in a light that she's saying is fake news and all this other shit. Y'all not doing your proper research and you're not educating yourself. You know, listen to me. I'll teach you something. See, you know, people like that have a special kind of slowness in their mind. They feel that they know everything, but won't learn nothing. See, a good leader was always a great follower. Okay. If you want to be a great leader in any circle or anything that you want in life, you got to know how to follow, meaning follow instructions, follow rules, follow motions, follow actions if you want to be successful in this world. You know, there are some echelons in success where, yeah, you step on toes. You know, those ones that are just super greedy, that just want it all. You know, the kind of Tony Montana mindset, you know, the world is yours attitude. Yeah, them be the ones that end up fucked up in there because they want it all. And they'll take shit from you just for them. Those that don't care about your well-being, those that don't care about your families, those that don't care about you as a person. Whatever they can get from you, they'll exploit it and take it from you. And them the ones that you don't need to be around. There's levels to this shit, man. There's levels to this, you know. So you got to be mindful of who you associate yourself with in all different circles of life. But this one is just, she on a whole nother fucking level. She's showing you in real time and in true time that she don't give a fuck about how she talk, how she move, what she does, how she does it, or what you think. That is a deranged-minded person. And she literally thinks that she's doing right. She literally thinks that everything that she's doing is some kind of smear campaign to get her up out of office because she's a single black woman. You know, she's putting the victim card out there. You know, she's so-called young. Bitch, you in your 40s. You ain't young. Hell, I'm about to be 53 in August. I am not young. I'm not decrepit, but I'm not fucking young. I ain't been young since 25. That's when you're young. When you're 17, that's when you're young. If you can't say you 20 anything, you're not young. You done been around. You done seen some things. You've experienced some things. The fuck are you talking about? I understand that most average politicians are much older, and I kind of get it to a degree because they've lived life a little longer. You know, they built up. You know, some of them start from the bottom, whether they was like, you know, an alderman, you know, and work themselves up to another different position and stuff like that, and like 20 years after that, they might have started when like they was like 25, something like that. And then by the time they was like in their mid to late 40s, now they're you know, trying to grab the brass ring, and now they want to become a congressman or a mayor or a judge or something like that. You know, it takes time to build those things. You know, that's why you're not going to see a person graduate out of college and think they're about to run to be president. It's just not going to happen. You know, you're not going to get out of high school and think you're going to run to be the governor of your state. It's just not going to happen. You know, some things just takes time. You know, I knew you would say that. But, you know, guess what? Embrace it, because I wish I could say I'm 30 anything, and I ain't said that in damn near almost 2 decades. So, whatever. God damn it.
I'm scared of you motherfuckers.
But let's break this shit down. Because Tiffany already has a fucking irritating voice out there, right? Her voice is irritating. It's almost as irritating as one of my coworkers, and I cringe when I hear this man's voice. It's a couple of them. I be wanting to like kick them in the back of their fucking throat, like shut the fuck up. And y'all be the loudest ones in the office. Like, but anyway, you know, it is what it is with that. You know, I'm not putting your age out there. I'm just keeping it 100. Shit, I wish I was 30 something. Shit, fuck. Well, anyway, Tiffany, I'm gonna let Messy Michonne. This is another reaction I'm doing with Messy Michonne, and those that fuck with Messy Michonne, tell her, yeah, I'm reacting off her videos because she reacted off a lot of other people's videos. Hey, Michonne, I'm telling you, if you reach out to me and if you want to do a collab, man, that'll be a classic. I'm trying to tell you, because I like how you think, and I'll be saying and thinking the same damn things every time I be seeing your videos, and I'll be like, man, why doing this shit? Why are people, these coloreds and us black folk be doing the shit that we do, man. Like, come on, what the fuck? Get it together. Y'all so worried about status and popularity and other shit, but you don't give a fuck about your morals, your reputation. You don't give a shit. You can care less about that as long as you checking a bag of coins. But anyway, we don't let this ride out. Another reaction. So this shit's funny. This shit is funny. Oh my God, what the hell? My shit want to tweak. Anyway, here we go.
I am Tiffany A. Henry of Dolton, Illinois.
This video
So
will look at how
illiterate.
to pronounce
It's Illinois.
Chicago and Illinois.
Illinois.
Considering the super mayor makes almost $300,000 a year, you think she would buy herself some singing lessons? Well, she would probably just use the village or township credit card. Let's be honest.
It's for you guys. Every woman is all in need. You want that later? I do it naturally. Shut your stupid ass up. Say it first. Come here, say it.
Yo, so we already know that Big Tiff likes to allegedly S-I-N-G. I don't know what you want to call it. We know she sounds absolutely horrible, horrendous, but she keeps on keeping on. Child, if she don't keep on, then I don't know who does. This is effing hilarious. So shout out to the Facebook site for this compilation, even though we know there is so much more. Every time this woman is on at one of her events,
shout out
that she
Brother
does in the
Johnson.
city,
Yeah.
she's always singing.
And
she keeps them
I'm
listening.
gonna stop this. I'm gonna go back to it. Man, shout out to you. I've had that issue since I was a fucking teenager. I've always had bad sinuses. I'm mad that I bestowed that on my children as well, because I know back in the day that shit used to fuck me up. It used to put me out. I remember my grandmother used to give me some of her medication that was for, your sinuses and stuff like that. But it was terrible because that in particular medicine, even though it wasn't my prescription, it worked. But boy, the side effects of that shit used to F me the hell up, man. I would be sitting in class high as shit at times. And it made me real jittery, and stuff like that. It had a warning symbol on it, like, yeah, don't take this if you're working on heavy machinery and shit like that. You know how some of them old school medicine containers was back in the day when they had like the warning, stickers on them and shit like that. Boy, that just shit. Oh my goodness. I need to check into it. I know, and I'm sorry. It befuddles me and it kills me, and I know it kind of gets in the way of what I got going on. I'm trying my best to, work through it. But yeah, I need to really get into that because yeah, it's a problem. It ain't got shit to do with smoking. It's my sinuses. It really is. I've got it bad, and my children, hopefully, they won't have it as bad as me because I think as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse, and it's crazy. But we're gonna get back to this. But hey, shout out to you for saying that. Shout out to you.
Yes, Big Tiff, I'm talking to you. I said it. I meant it. But child, that's okay because it's fodder for the rest of us. Let's go ahead and hear some more, child, because it is never ending.
This is a shit show
singing.
of a reaction right here.
I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see? Phone numbers.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? The things?
You gotta hear this shit, yo. I'll be right back.
Man, what did you just say? Man, what did you just, was that English? Was that Scooby-Doo, girl? What in the hell did you just say? Is that a dog. What is that? Yo, you just want us to talk about you, child.
I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see? I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see? I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see? I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see?
What the fuck is this girl saying, man? I know she's trying to sing the Rihanna song, Work, but this is horrible. This is fucking horrible.
I hope that you see this. Hey, what can I say? Hey, y'all see?
And Michonne, you bogus as hell for letting this drag out as long as you doing. I cannot unhear this shit, and I hope I don't have a nightmare and scream in the middle of the night listening to this shit. This is Kamal Harris. God bless you for fucking with us.
I hope that you see this.
I hope she don't be singing around you and y'all be sitting in the crib, blazing up, and getting fucking drunk and shit. Because I know she do that shit.
You're one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life.
That girl.
Why you mad at me?
That girl seems like she been eating a bowl of sandpaper, sand, and milk since she was like 5 years old. That is the most horrific. Now, trust me, I've had my moments in the sun as far as when I was singing back in my days. And I done ran across a few people that quite wasn't there. But they wasn't this fucking bad. This is the kind of motherfucker, right? Even at an open mic, I would hope and pray that someone would throw a bottle of beer at her ass just to get the fuck off the stage. Like, shut the fuck up. I mean, ooh, my God. Don't be at the Apollo and try to pull no bull. Man, they'll lynch her ass. You'll be seeing Tiffany Henry on the marquee in front of the goddamn Apollo hanging like this and shit because they would just fucking strung that bitch up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, please. Don't quit your day job because you're already fucking up with that, but don't try to be singing. What the fuck was that? Like, honestly, can anyone explain why did some of y'all do that, man? Everyone is not blessed to have an angelic voice, a voice that can hold a note. Everyone don't have it. Okay? Won't you just hum that shit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would have been better. I would respect you better if you were just a hummer. You know what I'm saying? Not the truck. Just a hummer. Just and something like that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck all the way up. Please don't do that no more. It's bad enough people don't like to hear your voice, but you singing? Oh my God. Sound like she got hit like a hit dog hollering. No, she sound like a motherfucking squab getting raped by artwork. Okay? That's what the fuck she sound like. She sound like a reindeer that then came down from heaven, that then fell on a bull, and then the bull and the fucking pig raped it. That's what the fuck she sounds like. I know that sounds kind of wild, but just picture what I'm saying to you. But anyway, we're gonna go on, okay? Because that's just that. This shit here, this makes you want to just walk up and just take your shoe and just smack the fuck out of her ass. after you done stepped in some shit. You purposely want to step in some horse shit, take your shoe off, walk up to her ass, and smack her dead in her mouth. That's how bad this bitch fucking sings, man. Shut the fuck up with that. That is not your fucking forte. No, not at all. You're fucking abusing the art. Hell, we all know, we all heard the stories about, who's the master of music, the one that got cast out of heaven and shit like that. He will fucking fuck you up doing that shit, man. He won't even put you in hell if you die. The Most High ain't gonna take you in heaven, and if you go down there with him, you're like, bitch. No, you can't even come down here. Get the fuck out. We heard how you sing. Hell the fuck no, you're not about to be doing that shit. The fuck? Fuck out of here, man. Damn. Shit, this bitch is terrible.
Me get more money than you. Get more money than you. It's my giant right here. Knows why I do what I do.
You may just be telling on yourself. Like I said, this woman talks too daggone much. Is this your favorite song? Make more money than you. Girl, is that a gospel song, child? Is the Lord saying that that's okay for you to be out here talking about this your favorite song, child? We know this.
That's the kind of motherfucker, just like what OG said in the fucking comments, man. In my rock voice, shut up, bitch. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch, before I fucking step in some horse shit. Real good, real nasty. I mean, I'm gonna have the shoes that got the grooves in it. So it'll get every bit of it in the cracks and the crevices. Now we'll take that shit off and smack the fuck out your ass, man. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? I want to smack it dead in your fucking mouth just to shut you the fuck. Yeah. That shit. All up your nose. I mean, just everything. Just fop your ass. Man, god damn it, bitches. Some motherfuckers don't need to open their mouth. Like, real fucking dog. She don't need to sing. That shit was tragic. Listening to this shit was tragic. I'm not gonna be the same after this.
Girl, child, we know it's your favorite song. It makes so much sense. This is why STFUing would be in your best interest, but we know that you can't do that, Big Tiff. Even in your singing, you allegedly are telling on your daggone self. And now, is that a good spirit?
Michonne, you know goddamn well that wasn't no singing. That wasn't even wailing.
Because you're the good spirit.
That was
the bleeding. Spirit, the way that you put it.
She was like bleeding out her liver and her ass
crazy,
and shit.
Child.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Just because of you being who you are. It is what it is. But child, y'all thought that was it? But wait, there's more. Big Tiff is the gift that keeps on giving. Where is your lawyer? Where is your lawyer? She probably over here.
Where is your
because
fuck
I'm
that?
Paid.
Fuck that. Where the fuck is this woman's mama? This is what the fuck I want to know. Who's her mama? Where's her mama? And her mama need to smack the shit out of her for even opening up her fucking. Her voice sounds like she used to be like 5 years old, right? And she went over to her uncle's house in his basement. You know, most old school brothers back in the day, you know, in their basement, they used to have a room that was strictly just for like working on shit. You know, like duct tape, sandpaper, stuff to build and stuff to like fix and stuff like that, right? The boiler room is what we used to call it, you know. And she was probably that one of them motherfucking kids that would go up down there, be rummaging all through his fucking shelves and shit with the nails, the bolts, you know, the hammers, the pliers, the wrenches and shit. And she'll see the whole roll of sandpaper and she'll rip some of that shit off, right? She'll be smelling it and shit. And then it smelled good to her. So she was like, man, this might taste good. And it's brown It's kind of rough with, kind of remind her of corn chips. So she'll fucking sit up there, rip that shit up, put that shit up in the motherfucking bowl and shit, and then put like some milk in it and start eating that shit with some sugar. That's what the fuck her voice sound like when she sings, man. What the fuck is that? I hadn't heard some people that didn't have quite the nice voices of anything. And they still could kind of carry a note, but this hoe, oh, come on. God bless you, man.
$700 an hour, and it all works out for me in the end. And when you get them silver handcuffs, she gonna be singing "Make More Money Than You."
Right here is when this shoe, and you see the hold on. Now you see the grooves on this motherfucker, right? Now imagine me taking this shoe and stepping in a big ass pile of horse shit, right? Got it all greasy up in this motherfucker, all in the grooves, all in the cracks and the crevices. And I just walk up and just smack the fuck out your ass. Like, shut the fuck up. Get the worse than that. I mean, god damn it. Motherfuckers that got them things in their throat could probably sing better than that. They get them operations when they get that tube in their throat and shit. Was it it's a tracheotomy. I'm sorry. Tracheotomy. Thank you. I bet you motherfuckers that got that can sing better than that. The fuck? I mean, this is crazy. I've never heard. I clefo guy, y'all. I was singing a lot of years. I done heard some bad singers. I done heard some people that was howling like they a wolf getting raped by an anteater. I mean, I done heard all kind of shit. I mean, seriously. No joke. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious. I didn't heard a motherfucker sound so bad. It sounded like a giraffe fucking an elephant. I mean, I didn't heard some bad voice motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up. But this bitch, this is horrid. I'm going to fucking wake up at 4:00 in the morning screaming, and I'm gonna go to Dolton, and I'm gonna smack the fuck out of her when I see her. And I don't give a fuck if Kamal's out there. I don't give a fuck if Lacey's with you. I don't give a fuck about your detail. I'm coming with my shoe with some horse shit on it, personally for you. Smack the fuck your ass dead in your mouth and your nose.
Ooh, you suck.
Suck bad.
I can be the only one. It's that too much.
Ooh, you suck.
Give me a private. I just need somebody.
Ooh, you suck.
This is horrible.
Ooh, you suck.
Child, this has just been the best. I have to be honest with you. This here, whoever put this together, whoever put this rendition together, whoever posted it, thank you so much. I want to go ahead and give you your props because this is the best. I'm back here crying when I saw this originally. And we already know because we listen to Big Tiff all damn time. She always singing because that's all she want to do is party and BS and party and BS. Yeah, you already know you're going to get this singing, but child, this woman really thinks that she can sing.
And then what's so crazy, this girl's a retard, man. I know that's not, politically correct. It's kind of harsh. No, seriously, she is. That's why she gets on people so hard when they try to trace her background, she gets real defensive about that shit. You know, and it's nothing, and it ain't a fault. Sometimes shit happens. Maybe you was one of them kids that was in the back of the fucking school and shit, that was in that special class that got out like at 3:15 when everybody else got out like about 2:30. I don't know. I don't know. You know, but this is ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing to not be talented, and you know where your strengths lie at, right? But there's another thing when you just blatantly know you can't do that shit and you still try. Something is wrong with you. Something is literally mentally wrong with this woman. And I have to look at you guys in the fucking city, the village of Dolton and Thornton Township. What the fuck was y'all thinking about even allowing this woman to get in the mix with you guys politically? I mean, because we already heard about how she gets down. I mean, was it that? Is she like the throat? Maybe that's why her voice sound like that, because she been throat goating since what, 2012? God, that's probably why she said. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. You bum ass motherfuckers fucking with this scrag. She sound like the Wicked Witch of the West grandmama singing. Can you imagine what that sounds like? You just heard it. So what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, come on. What we doing here? What are we doing here? This is horrid. This is horrid. This is ratchet. This is not even ratchet. This is abomination. That voice is an abomination of society. Don't ever fucking do a karaoke. I swear to God, if I was at a karaoke party and this heifer fucking got up there, got on the mic, I would literally tackle her ass like Dick Buckus, motherfucker, and fuck her up. Kick me out, put me in jail. I don't give a fuck. I'll bail out. But you're not about to do that. She the kind of motherfucker, I'm like, damn, hey, bitch, ma'am, who sing that song? And she'll be so slow, she won't realize where I'm at with it. I'm like, man, who sing that song? Oh, such and such. Let that motherfucker sing it. Because you don't need to. Shut the fuck up. This shit is horrific. That was, oh my God. That was, oh my God. But anyway, on to some other stuff. That was a little comical part of it. She done did some other shit, because y'all already know she's been investigated by, her whole administration, by the federal government. And they had a court date. The first court date, they couldn't go to it. Well, they did go to it, but they asked for an extension because they didn't have all the information that they was asking for. Why? Because they ghetto as shit out there, and they're not doing proper paperwork. So she stalled them. So she had a deposition. Her and Keith Freeman both had depositions here recently. But the shit is a shit show. I'm going to let my man Hannibal is Hungry react to it. Shout out to him. If y'all are not subscribed to him, go on his channel on YouTube. Hannibal is Hungry. He's not even from here. He's from fucking New York. This shit is worldwide about this fucking broad. And this is crazy. A village of 20,000 people with an average income of $25,000 is worldwide news. And she think this shit is a fucking joke. I mean, she think this shit's sweet because they talking about it. No, they're not talking about you because you're doing a good job. They're talking about you because you a bum-ass bitch and you stealing. And you just openly blatant with the shit. You are just super ghetto with the shit. Who the fuck? Yeah, I said it. Who the fuck is your mother? Where your daddy at? Like, seriously. If your daddy dead, he need to get up about the grave and whoop your ass. Because you fucking up bad, man. You fucking it up, man. You fucking up bad. And it's all coming down. And you just keep doubling and tripling and quadrupling down, trying to tell everybody, oh, it's fake news, it's this. Everyone hating on me because I'm young, I'm single. No, bitch, you were an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're slow. And you claim you got a fucking bachelor's degree from Robert Morris College, the most racist college in this goddamn city. You knock it the fuck off. Show proof of that. Show proof of that. I want to see that. Show me your fucking diploma. Yeah. Show me your shit. Show me some graduation pictures. Bet she ain't got them. Now, she probably went to Robert Morris, but graduated might be a different story. Robert Morris is a business college that's downtown. I remember back in the mid-90s, I was going to go there, right? One of the most racist colleges. Now, think about Robert Morris. Back in the days, that's one of the people that was around the time of George Washington. They named this college after one of George Washington's people. He was a racist ass slave owner. These motherfuckers in 94, 95, and I was thinking about going there because at that time, I was still young. I thought about going back to school, and they had a baseball team, and I was still young enough to still play. After I got injured in Grambling, my whole chances of getting in the league was dead. So when I came back, I got coerced to seek some colleges, at that time. And this is when I was just starting my locks. These motherfuckers told me I had to cut them bitches. I'm like, why? Well, 90+% of the graduates, they go into corporate America and blah, 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 and stuff like that, right? And I'm like, talking to the council, like, why would you think I would want to go in corporate America if I'm going to a college that teach you about business? Who's to say I'm not going to try to start my own business with the information I done got from you guys? So I told him, go fuck herself, and I left. I want to see the proof that this bitch has a bachelor's at fucking Robert Morris. Fuck out of it. But anyway, I'm gonna let my man Hannibal cook on this because this is from the deposition, because she don't want to pay the trustee's attorney because he's not on her side. But we're gonna listen to this.
Did you know that the DeGaldo Law Group was billed over $50,000 to defend this litigation? She answers, why would I know that? She says, I don't handle that. And your answer is that you don't handle that. She says, I don't. I'm the mayor. I don't know why you try to put me with day to day. I don't handle that. This deposition was very difficult to read. When Mayor Hangard views you as an enemy, she doesn't give you
Yeah, we could go, you know what?
Nothing.
And I appreciate you saying that, Brother Johnson. Like she always say, right? If anybody's been following this heifer, do your research. Do your research. Yeah, do your research. Ask them motherfuckers, did this woman even attended this school? Because she probably attended. I'm not saying that she didn't. The modern black women, they all walk around anyway talking about, yeah, we the most educated because we go to college. No, y'all are the most enrolled. It's a difference. Just because you go to college for liberal arts don't mean shit. If y'all women that fucking brag about these fucking adventures that you guys endeavor as far as all the college years and the money and the loans that you take out, at least put yourself and have a degree that if you decide you want to deal with that, it's going to fucking make you a decent living. Liberal arts. What the fuck is that? I can't even think of some of the other ones that were like the daintier courses that you can take that wasn't too hard. It didn't rack your brain. It didn't challenge you intellectually. You know, there are actually degrees out here that will challenge you. And if you strive and you attain them, yeah, it can benefit you later. But a lot of people don't fucking go for those fucking degrees. They want the easy way in because the only thing half these motherfuckers do when they go in college, they just want to party and bullshit. No, they're not. And the sad thing is, on the flip side of it, there are actually some that actually did go to college to get good degrees and they still not working in their field. That's the thing that pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Those are the degrees that some of these people get in our community that they don't fucking work in their field. I don't give a fuck about liberal arts and all that other bullshit. But if you taking doctorate's degree in law, degree in engineering, the other degree that deals with like nuclear, physics, stuff like that. If you can't get a job in that, then damn, that's fucked up. All that, and if you went through that and you succeeded in that and you ain't working, no, that's the fuckery of it. And I feel bad for those that have gotten kind of degrees like that didn't get into the field that they fucking spent all this money for. Now they in debt damn near half their goddamn life. Working at Starbucks, Walmart. Well, hold on now. I just heard some shit here recently in a news clipping. There are some managers that works for Walmart that's getting ready to make as close as $500,000 a year. Working at Walmart, being a manager. There are some managers across the country that work at Walmart that's making $500,000 a year. You think it's ghetto now? Wait till that shit really becomes. I mean, I just heard this. I'm gonna react to it on another day. I ran across that video the other day, and it's not going as far as what I'm talking about now. But yeah, there's some managers at Walmart that's making $500,000. Goddamn, make me want to go walk at Walmart. Fuck.
And you will see that in this deposition. It was like the average village meeting.
Oh, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Getting up at press conference talking about nothing. Learn the laws. I tell y'all that all the time. Learn from me. But because I'm younger than all y'all think y'all can't learn from me, huh?
Same combative attitude. Hayward was defensive, evasive, unprepared, impatient, and deflected all responsibility. And she even lied under oath. All fantastic qualities in a super mayor. Let's get into it. So, if you haven't watched the video of Keith Freeman, his deposition, it will be in the link below. This is the same situation here. Odison and the law group is trying to sue to get their funds. They did the work. They need to get paid. But
right, yes, it is. Some, like my man brother just said, that's extremely high corporate management that requires a master's degree in business management with a minor's in accounting. See, those are degrees that people should go for if you really want to excel, if that's what you want to be a part of as far as corporate America, as far as accounting, take higher levels as far as management, things of that nature. If you're just working like these jobs like Walmarts and these retailers and stuff like that, you know, those. Oh, engineering. Trust me, engineering, you can't fail. And if you're good at if that's your major in engineering and you get that degree, you ain't gotta search for people. People gonna be ringing your fucking door. They're gonna be knocking on your door and ringing your phone. They're gonna be searching for you. Okay. And nothing against the lower level degrees and stuff like that, because like say music, liberal arts, being a teacher, stuff like that. I mean, we're not going to shit on those because it's a place and space for all that. But if you really want to make some real money, law, doctors, engineering, anything to do with math, high level management, they'll be getting you hand over fist. And half the times you probably wouldn't be doing a whole lot of shit. They just getting you off your credentials. You fucking trying to go to a Fortune 500 company to apply for a job with a degree of associates in liberal arts. Some of y'all don't even fucking take it a different level. You'll be happy just getting your associates. Oh, I got a degree. It's the fucking associates. I'm about to be 53 years old. That wasn't even relevant in the 80s. You had to have a master's or better. If you was just in that time frame and that mindset of going to college and getting degrees and shit like that, you have to have a master's or fucking better to even be considered. Bachelor's, PhD, those the three. Fucking associates? Hell, even some masters is getting looked at wrong.
It's bachelor's. It's associates, bachelor's, masters.
Well, bachelor's, that's the lower of all of them.
Associates is the lowest and it's bachelor's.
But if you got like a bachelor's or an associate's, they're not looking at you serious. They looking at you like, yeah, he didn't take his shit too serious. You roll up in there with a master's, PhD. Oh yeah, you did some shit. You stayed up in there. What's the word they say? You did the assignment. Yeah, you did. You understood the assignment. Whatever the hell it is. I don't give a shit. I'm fucked up. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm making up my own shit.
Finding any reason to not
sandpaper cookies.
Check, not to pay these lawyers because she has a grudge against them, and it became a huge mess. But I want you guys to hear from Hainier's own words about paying the people who do work for the village.
I see here and we arguing over orange lips. Come on now. People do work in our village. They should be paid for the work they have done. But yet y'all hold the people hostage, picking and choosing who y'all want to pay. That's not right. That's discriminatory. You guys are discriminating against people because what? They didn't give y'all money for y'all D2s? Like, why do y'all pull people out of this trustee house? Y'all need to stop.
Now we will get into Mayor Hainier's deposition. And I'll ask you guys a quick question. Do you think she was on time for this deposition? And of course, your girl was late for the deposition. The deposition was supposed to start at 9 a.m. The mayor, through council, indicated she was running late. So we're going to start now. It's about 9:40. So you already know what is going to happen. And let me tell you, it just gets more and more ridiculous. In your own words, can you tell me what this case is about? She answers, this case about you guys. When you say you guys, she says, your firm. She says, okay, suing for funds. Got it? Yeah. So your understanding of the case, and I don't want to because I asked you to put it.
Hey, shout out Big Mike for what you just said in the comments. Yeah, when I was growing up, you know, my grandmama and granddaddy and them was around and stuff like that. They told me, there's two things you need to do. If you're gonna go to school for something worthwhile. Either go to school or learn a trade. You learn a trade, you'll always have a job. But see, the fucked up thing was back when I was coming up, there were some of these trade schools that were straight shams, scamming like a motherfucker. Coin, anybody remember them? Scam, DeVry, anybody remember them? Everett, scam ass motherfuckers, man. I learned to trade in telecommunications, but it wasn't from college. It's just because I had a good voice, I had great diction, and I knew how to read a fucking script. And I knew how to exude the message of what I was trying to do. So it took a while for me to bounce around from this to that. I did all kind of shit as far as in telecommunications, from selling windows and siding to doing collections, selling police decals. That shit was crazy. I hated that damn job. But then I got into what I've been in for well over the last 20 years, and that's radio. And everybody I talk to, when I talk to as far as potential clients, always say, man, yeah, you sound like you should be on the radio. Hell, people was telling me that back when I was in high school and in my early 20s that I should have been on radio. I just never went to broadcasting school and all that other crap, stuff like that. You know, the politics and radio is totally different. So I don't even know if I will even want to be a part of it now. You know, I don't want to run across no Kendra G's and no Angela G's and all them other motherfuckers. I'm good. I'm good on that. You know, I'm good with what I'm doing. We're doing this with the Black Bottom family. So hey, look, I'm gonna get it however I need to get it, the way I want to get it, because I'm gonna put that effort and that workload in. But yeah, if you just getting degrees just to say you have a degree, yeah, that's great. But what are you doing with that degree? A lot of these modern women sit up here and brag about all the degrees they got, but what are you doing with the shits? You got a degree in fucking, you might have a degree in accounting, but yet you're a cashier at fucking Church's Chicken. The fuck out of here. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not applying yourselves. And this is the problem that really hurts me with our community. Yeah, we can sit up here and talk about all these different scenarios and stories about what's going on with people in our community and stuff like that. But what hurts me the most is that we've lost our way to an extent where even if you wasn't really for the betterment of the whole, you at least had enough respect to do what the fuck you did on your own time. There used to be a time where all of us as a collective stuck together, no matter what. And we progressed. We had the reason why we are where we are right now is because of the sacrifices of our ancestors 50 plus years and back ago. 60, 70, 100 years ago. You wouldn't be where the fuck you was at right now if them brothers and sisters back then didn't stand firm in their conviction in their beliefs, in their families, and in their willingness to network with each other and stand strong as a community. We wouldn't be where the fuck we at right now if they just said fuck it like y'all. Think about that. How do you think we would be right now if motherfuckers in the civil rights movement moved like how we moved? I'll wait. Where do you think we would be at right now if how we move and act towards each other today was doing Jim Crow? I'll wait. Where do you think we would be at right now if we was doing what we do to each other today back during Reconstruction shortly after slavery got abolished? Think about that. See, I know some of y'all be in y'all feelings with some of the shit I be talking about and be putting on display and things like that because it pisses me the fuck off to know that a person that looks like me is willing to do me in greasy before someone that really did us in greasy, you give them a pass. Is that intelligence? Look, brother, I'm all for the smoke. See, I'm that one. I'm old now. I'm decrepit. You know, I'm broke. I'm struggle streaming. You know, I'm broke. You know, I'm all kind of things. I've been called all kind of things. I've been called all kind of things over the years. I probably got talked about worse than Christ. I don't lose no sleep behind that shit. I know who the fuck I am. You know, I look myself in the mirror every day. All my perfections, all my flaws and all. Yeah, I said it. All my perfections and all my flaws and all. Because we all have a part of us that is perfect. We got a lot of us that have flaws too. You know what makes you go be from one side to the next? Acknowledge what you can improve. Acknowledge what you can be better in. Acknowledge how someone else would be if it was fucking you. Think I give a fuck about what somebody say about me? This ain't even got nothing to do with the shit that I might have sprinkled here and there in previous fucking live streams. This ain't got shit to do with that. I'm getting really deep right now. This is a problem amongst our community, man. We are our own worst enemies. You motherfuckers wouldn't have lasted during the days of the Panthers. You motherfuckers wouldn't have lasted during the days of slavery. You motherfuckers wouldn't have lasted during Jim Crow. You wouldn't have lasted during the Reconstruction. Your show wouldn't have lasted when we were kings and queens. So what we talking about? You allow this fake facade of acceptance, and you don't give a fuck about your own people. That's what upsets me the most. about some of you niggas. That's what upsets me the most. You bitch and moan and complain about the oppressor and all these other races coming down on us. Bitch, fuck you. You the worst of them all. Some of you motherfuckers are the same kind of people. If a fucking race rioter happened and the oppressor will come to you like, well, where Billy Boy? Oh, he over there. No honor amongst ourselves. You know how many people we done lost that could have really helped us as a community? Because you allow someone else to say threats and do things to scare you, to make you change your thoughts. You know, the most profound thing that Malcolm Malik Shabazz said in his life. A reporter asked him one day, would a black Negro ever be free in this country? And he said no. And the reporter was puzzled, like, why would you say that? And Brother Malcolm said, until the black man pays the ultimate price, we'll never be free. You looked at him again. He was like, what is that? Death. If you ain't willing to die for your beliefs, you ain't worth shit to us. If you're willing to throw us up under the bus, you ain't shit to us. If you're willing to steal from us, you ain't shit to me. I can't stand you. I can't stand you. I will respect you better if you just left us completely the fuck alone and went about your fucking business. But to be amongst us and to manipulate and steal and conceal and not give, knowing people need, fuck you. Your mama should have swallowed you. Yeah, and I said, I'm disrespectful. Your mama should have swallowed your bitch ass. Because you ain't right. I know we got problems as a community. I know we got problems in our families. I know we got problems as a culture. But if we can't really look out for each other, I don't need you. If you don't really have compassion for your fellow man, I don't need you. If you a swindling, lying, stinking, conniving, thieving ass punk, I don't need you. If you always want to point the finger at me and not look at yourself, I don't need you.
In your own words, is that you guys, my law firm, is suing for funds, correct? She says correct. And we're not suing you individually, you're suing the village to be paid for our legal fees. Would that be accurate? Dan Hayne, your lawyer, jumps in. I'm going to object, misstates the caption of the case. He says, okay, your understanding of the case is that my office is suing the village to recover legal fees, correct? She objects again. Is that correct or not correct? She objects. Okay. But if she objects, but that goes into record, and then if it ever gets in front of a judge, the judge will rule on that. Just because there's an objection doesn't mean you don't answer. Then she says, but I have answered. You asked me to put it in my own words, and that's my own words. Yes, and I follow up. And you're rephrasing my words. You want me to agree to what you're saying. I don't agree. Okay, why do you not agree? Because you guys are suing for funds. That's what you're doing. Okay, when you say funds, I'm not clear. What funds to you? Or what do you mean? She answers, money. Okay. Have you ever reviewed the complaint for this lawsuit? The complaint for the lawsuit, the one for you guys suing for funds, right? The reason why we're here is because of a lawsuit. A complaint was filed in court. There has been an answer and other documents filed. So yes, the complaint. Have you reviewed that complaint? I looked it over. And when did you first look it over? When I had to answer the questions. Okay. When was the last time you reviewed the complaint or the answers to the questions in the complaint? When I submitted them. Okay. I don't want you to tell me any statements or conversations you may have had with your attorneys, but did you work with your attorneys to provide those answers? She says, I did not. Okay, was that complaint sent to you by someone? And Miss Granfield, obviously still representing Henier right now. She's part of the Dogaldo Law Group. She says, I'm going to object. I think we're getting into attorney-client privilege here. And I'm going to instruct her not to answer that because she's being sent a complaint that's getting into what she's specifically doing in relation to this lawsuit. But Mr. McGrath says that's not attorney-client privilege. But then he asks a question, do you have a copy of the
Shout out to all y'all that's tuning in, man.
I'm not going to instruct her to
hit the
answer
like
button. Well, let me be clear.
Keep the engagement going, man. Let's get it going. We have a conversation tonight.
With any of your attorneys. The question is, did you receive a copy of the complaint? And then Henier's lawyer had to ask a question, can we go back and see what the previous question was? Did it read it back again? For the record above, the reporter reread the question. Was the complaint sent to you by someone? She says, okay, she did not answer it. She says, well, when you say a copy of the complaint, what do you mean? Mr. McGrath says the complaint that's been filed in the case. Did you get a copy of it either by email or was it left by your office or mailed to you to review? He said, don't recall. You stated just a few moments ago that you did review the complaint after it's filed, though, correct? You just testified to that. Hanier answers, to my response, to what I wrote, to my answers. I don't even know what that even means. He says, yes, so I'm going to delve into that a little bit. So the copy of the complaint, and then did you provide the answers to the paragraphs in the complaint? I answer the questions, correct. Okay, have you recently read any of your answers to the request to submit? She says, what does that mean? It's another document that we sent to you through your counsel. A request to admit are specific questions that you either have to admit or deny. Did you recall seeing that document? She says, whatever I answered in the file is my answer. So I don't know what you're stating right now. I'm just stating, did you recall receiving a request to admit specific questions that were directed to you from my office for you to answer? She says, I answered them, right? So no, but the question is, did you receive that document and did you answer the questions? This just gets more and more exhausting, so get a drink if you need to. The village code provision that was typed out in request to admit end sections of the Illinois Municipal Code. Did you recall that? Ms. McGrath jumps in again and says, I'm going to have to object that it rephrases whatever she said. He said, okay, that's your objection. Then her lawyer says her answers to the request to admit are her answers. Then she says, okay, you can answer. Yes, all my answers is written, okay, by me. Why did that take so long for me to get to that point? Why Hanier has to be so difficult? And we'll go through them. But your request to admit, you acknowledge that the passages from the Dolton Municipal Code book were typed out and were accurate, correct? Her lawyer jumps in, going to object because you're asking her to. Mr. McGrath jumps in. Can you just give a simple objection, Cynthia? You know how it goes. Just make your objection and she'll answer the question. Okay.
And just to piggyback off of what is being said in this deposition and what Hannibal was explains perfectly what I was just talking about a second ago. Some of us Black folks have gotten so full of ourselves. And like I said earlier in the stream, when you ain't never had shit, when you was growing up eating Wish sandwiches, eating peanut butter with no jelly, ham with no burger. One night you were so hungry and you asking mama and them, well, what we got to eat tonight? Sleep. Eat, sleep. That's what you eating tonight. When a motherfucker gets something, you know that. And then when you understand certain avenues of politics and whatever the fuck you put yourself involved in, that you know how you can bend the rules, people like, oh man. Yeah. You know what's so fucked up? And I'm about to put this out here right now. The black people, us black folks, we are the smartest motherfuckers in this world. We can pull off a scam quicker than a motherfucking a nigga cutting off the light and getting in the bed before the light comes off. We can figure out some shit so fucking sweet on some criminal shit that's been mind blowing. It's been historic. Some of the bullshit that we done did in our community, using this for all the wrong reasons. Imagine if you really applied that shit to doing shit the right way. I'll wait. Imagine where we would be at right now if Black Wall Street never got destroyed. And even if it did get destroyed, we went back and we built that shit again. They try to fuck it up. We built that shit again. And we stood firm like a fucking community and kept our shit. Imagine where we would be right now. Imagine what we would be. And I know it's been half stories and half truths and whole lies about what the Panthers was on. Some people say, and it's been put out there, the Panthers was, funded by the Rockefellers and shit like that. I kind of can't argue. Kind of makes me wonder, was it a whole fucking scam just to kill off a lot of strong-minded black men? That's another story we're going to talk about later down the road. There's been a lot of talks about what the real reason why the Panthers was around. But these new Panthers, they don't get no smoke from the government. Gonna make you think, right? The ones that's in Houston and the southern states and shit like that. When Khalid Muhammad, God rest his soul, left the Nation of Islam, he became a part of the new Black Panther movement. And he ain't here no more. I was blessed enough to see him speak in person at Chicago State back in the 90s when he was still a part of the nation. It moved me. It lets me know this. We can do whatever the fuck we put our minds to. But as long as you stay selfish, as long as you stay within your own oneness, as long as you're not really for the people, you ain't shit. Almost said something, but this ain't that. Not tonight. Guilty people will feel a certain kind of way what I'm saying right now. And I'm not even directing anything towards you and not giving a fuck how you fucking feel. But this is about a collective. This is about the whole body. Imagine how far we would be if we really stuck together. Imagine how far we would come if we stopped trying to steal from our own people. This bitch right here is sitting in Dolton and sitting in Thornton Township stealing from old people. I'm going to just say it right fucking now. Y'all can fucking say whatever the fuck you want to say. She is taking advantage of the elderly. She is taking advantage of the poor. She is taking advantage of the single moms. She is taking advantage of the fucking welfare recipients. She is taking advantage of the wards of the state. She is taking advantage of you motherfuckers out there. Get her the fuck out of office. She don't give a fuck about you. When y'all gonna fucking wake up? This right here is showing you what Hannibal is explaining right now. She don't even give a fuck about the government. Because she thinks she high off the hog. She thinks she untouchable because she's a single young black fucking mother. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't young. You the next generation above than me, bitch. I'll fucking kick your ass. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk violence. I apologize. We're gonna scratch that from the record. I will curse you the fuck out, bitch. You ain't shit. You're probably a crack baby. You know, and this is the thing that's going on right now. All this wildness and madness and all this shit that's going on in society amongst our people. Check their background. She is so fucking adamant about you not checking her background. I'll bet you she one of them. Just like a lot of you other motherfuckers out here. Offsprings of crackheads. Drug addicts. Fiends, as we used to call them back in the day. I've been saying this shit for years. When these crack babies grow up, look out. Now look at it. Any motherfucker that is praising a Sukihana, a Meg, this fucking male horse, a fucking Dirty Red. Well, y'all had Little Kim and y'all had this and that. Yeah, we did have those things. I'm sorry. We did have those things. But we also had a balance. We might have had a Foxy Brown, but we had a Queen Latifah. We might have had a Mobb Deep, but we had a Public Enemy. We had a balance. It wasn't just one fucking thing. All this shit today sounds the fuck the same. Don't y'all see what the fuck this is? I guess not. And don't get mad at me. This is the realest shit you're gonna ever fucking witness right here. This is the realest stream I'm gonna ever fucking talk about. Because y'all motherfuckers is doing the most. And we're our own problem. Stop blaming somebody fucking else. No, bitch, it's you. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck as far away from some of you motherfuckers as possible. Because me and mine is tired of looking at it. We're tired of being involved around it. Tired of hearing the shit. I'm tired of seeing you miserable motherfuckers on Facebook every fucking day, bitch, moan, and complain about dumbass shit. And don't do nothing about it. Is that much of a problem? Leave that motherfucker alone. Find you another circle. But some of y'all are so weak. You feel you need something. You can't stand on your own. So that's why you stick with certain shit. Your mama didn't teach you shit. Your daddy didn't teach you shit. Your uncles didn't teach you shit. Your granddaddy didn't teach you shit. Right. Luke, the Little Kims, the Trinas, the Foxy Browns, they literally have flow. These bitches today is slow as fuck. Yeah, I said it. And all you dumbass bitches that be popping y'all shit at the parties, listening to that bullshit, that just let me know y'all just as slow as them. Just as slow. Just like this fucking mayor of fucking Dolton. Slow as fuck. I can almost guarantee if I fucking try to find some information on this bitch, I'll bet you I'll find out this bitch is a crack baby. I said what the fuck I said. And if I don't find out, someone else gonna find it out. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I bet you she's a fucking crack baby. The fuck? I gives no shits. How we move is unreal. How we treat each other now is unreal. I don't have to fucking badger you for years and years and years because I don't like you. Or because something happened in our passings that I didn't like. So now I want to make you fucking miserable. Bitch, leave them alone. And move the fuck on. Something's mental with you when you do a shit like that. They kill you? They hurt your family? I can't hold on. I can't really see. They hurt your family? They do something to your children? They take money from you? Because they're doing something that you're not doing? You got to badger him all your fucking life? You was in a relationship with a motherfucker? The shit didn't work out? You couldn't quite get him the way you thought you had him? And now you want to keep fucking harassing them? Bitch, fuck y'all some weak-ass niggas, man. This generation is the weakest shit I've seen since I've been on this fucking earth. Y'all weak as shit. Y'all let the littlest thing set y'all off and y'all go off the fucking rails. At least in my day, if we were coming for you, we was coming for you for a reason. And that's my point. Motherfuckers love to do that shit. I'd rather just leave you the fuck alone. Look, we had our time, we had our space and our place, things. It is what it is. You go your way, I go my way. Renton, it's want to work. You know, you do your thing, I do my thing. I don't do business with a kata.
Okay, but I'm going to object and instruct them not to answer because it's too confusing. How is it too confusing? McGrath says, no. Ms. Granfield says, you're showing her an admission that's different. McGrath says, respectfully, it's up to the respondent to say it is confusing or they don't understand. That's why we went through the rules at the beginning of this deposition. So you could just contain your objections to what other attorneys do during depositions. Make your objection. She says, there's no need for that. Okay, just make your objection. There's no need for that kind of commentary. Make your objection. And Mr. McGrath just jumps in and starts asking more questions. And Mayor, you have to respectfully answer the questions unless you're directed not to answer.
I'm going to let this ride out for a minute and I'm going to get my thoughts on this.
We'll certify the question and then we'll go in front of the judge. So McGrath says, why don't you just re-ask the question after all that? He says, okay, Mr. McGrath, in the request to admit, would you agree that you acknowledge what the law is as it typed out in the request to admit that there were sections of the Dolton Village Code and sections of the Illinois Municipal Code that they were typed out accurately in the request to admit? Objection. Misstates the evidence, incomplete of the whole, and I'm going to refer to her answers. He says, okay. And then Ms. Gress said, you can answer. She just said, refer to my answer. That's not her objection, but you have to answer the question. Whatever I wrote is the answer in your request to admit, and we'll go through it. There's passages in the Dolton Code and the Illinois Municipal Code which you acknowledge are typed out accurately, but your request to admit answers and then go on to the state. I did not violate either Village Code or Illinois Municipal Code. Do you recall supplying those type of answers? Then it jumps in again.
No, I hear you, Brother Johnson.
Incomplete a whole.
I ain't worried about that.
She says, whatever I wrote. Mr. Graff, so whatever you wrote was truthful and accurate at the time that you submitted those answers, correct? She says, correct. All right. As you sit here today, you maintain that those answers were truthful and accurate. So they actually start getting into some of her background. Apparently, she graduated from Thornridge High School. Andrew gets upset about why you asking all these questions, asking her, did you graduate from college? She says, Robert Morris. Does anyone really believe this? She went to Robert Morris in the fall of 2021 and graduated in 2 years with a bachelor's in business, an accelerated program, mind you. She says, I went all year round, full year.
Now, I didn't believe when I first heard it, but from what I've been hearing from other people, it's possible. If you was to go all year round, like I remember after I came back from Grambling, had a year off, and said, fuck it. I want to get into another line of schooling because I was there for baseball. My baseball career kind of went to shit because I got injured and I was highly looked at. And after I got injured, that opportunity and that window kind of went out the door. And back in them days, technology and modern medicine wasn't as advanced as it is now. Because if that would have happened now, then I probably still would have had a chance. And it would have been what it was. But I mean, it's possible to get a degree of that stature because Margaret Morris is a business college. They specialize in business degrees and things like that. And I think they do something else. Yeah, medical and business. So, it's possible. But how this bitch move, how she talks, how she acts, I got a question there. Now I know I can get kind of off the rails sometimes and stuff like that too. But hey, if I want to talk like this and tell him what he's won, Bob, and he's won an all-exclusive paid trip around the corner for an ass kicking, gangster style, I can talk the talk. Well, I don't want to take that deal. This is preposterous. I don't have to deal with these kind of madness things. What are you doing to me? I know how to talk. This woman's dialect is fucked up, man. And what I've noticed over the years, over the last 2 decades, people that act like this, that talk like this, that move like this, have been stained by their fucking parents because of what the fuck they did before they conceived and made them. I've seen too many situations with people that was born from an attic. And what's so fucked up, it was designed to happen that way. Back when we could blame them for some shit. Back when we knew what their end game was. We knew what they was trying to do. They called my generation in my time coming up Generation X because they didn't know what direction we was going to go in because of who was our elders before us. So if you was born in the mid 60s to like 72, 73, you would consider Generation X. During that time, you had the Black Panther Party, you had the Civil Rights Movement, you had other organizations in our communities that was really working to make our communities better and for us to fight for our rights. They had to take my generation. So what they do with our generation? They produced all these other things that hinder us. We'll talk about that in a second. Wrap that.
Anyone believe that? She gets a little annoyed. I'm not about to give you my history. What? Let's get to the deposition of why I'm here. He says, okay, you want to know about my childhood? What's going on? Everyone know we have a legal fight, right? So let's get to that. So she has that angry defensive position already. She doesn't want to play around. He says, unfortunately, that's not how it operates. Well, I don't recall. Okay, so your testimony under oath today is that you don't recall your jobs, positions you held, or businesses you may have owned or operated after you graduated from Robert Morris. She says, yep. Okay, you are an elected official, correct? Yes. You are a politician as a result of being an elected official, correct? She says, yes. What was the first public office you ever ran for? She says, trustee. All right, what year was that? I don't recall. When you first ran for trustee, and that's for the village of Dolton, correct? Correct. And you were elected, or did you run multiple times? I ran twice. Okay, so the first time you ran as village trustee, were you not elected? She says, no, I didn't make the ballot. Okay, you ran a second time and you made the ballot, correct? She says, correct. And you were elected as village trustee, correct. What year was that? 2013. Who was the mayor of Dolton when you were running? Riley Rogers. So he asked this question for the village of Dolton. When did you first run for mayor for the village of Dolton? She answers, during the election cycle. Okay, what year was that? I don't know. He says, what year? She answers, whatever year it ended is the year I ran for mayor. Is she just unable to recall things, or is she just being as annoying as possible? But now we're going to get into the lawsuit and the different law groups that are going back and forth here. So you have the law group that is suing currently. You've seen a deposition, Odison, McGrath, and the crew, right? They're looking to get their money. As you guys may already know, Tiffany calls the Galdo group the village attorney when it's really just her attorney. So they're trying to get to the bottom of the situation. She's going to have to pay those other law groups. So what's the problem paying this law group? And then he jumps in with the question. Did you know that the Galdo law group was billed over $50,000 to defend this litigation? She answers, why would I know that? Are legal bills, invoices, and vendor bills sent to the village of Dolton for your review? She says, I don't handle that. Okay. Do you ever review any of the Galdo's law bills? Again, I don't handle that. So the question, or the answer to the question that you don't review any of the Galdo Law Group's invoices that are sent to the village of Dolton for legal services. She says, I just answered that. And your answer is that you don't handle that. She says, I don't. I'm the mayor. I don't know why you try to put me with day to day. I don't handle that. You can hear her voice when she says that, right? Okay, so I'll move on. But the answer to the question is that you don't review those legal invoices. She says, I don't handle that. That's it. That's my answer. So he asked one more time, and his response then
I'm gonna let this ride out, but let me ask y'all a question. If a mayor of a city, township, village, what are you doing if you don't handle the day-to-day? You know, when I used to be in certain circles, right, and they had these titles, you know, president, vice president, CEO, founder, you know, stuff like that. You know what those people had to deal with? The day-to-day. The day-to-day movements, operations, and whatever they got going on. It ain't about some look. It ain't about some image. It ain't about how you dress at the party. It's about what the fuck you do day in and day out with the organization. See, when people start to realize, right, what's more important, you tend to make different and better decisions. If you're just in it, certain shit for clout, for attention, to make someone look at you and not make a difference in what you're doing, if you're not making an impact in someone's thinking, maybe someone was having a bad day and having bad thoughts, but your words on a positive level or on a very forceful, strong level might have hit them a different way. And they said, you know what? From hearing that, I can't do that. And it saved their life. How many of y'all out here saved someone's life? How many people out here can really say that they saved someone's life without getting anything in return? How many of you people did something for someone and didn't ask for nothing back? I know a lot of us have. But you know what pisses me off about the ones that really have done that? The ones they've helped that didn't want to give back to them. Y'all ain't shit. Because they didn't have to give it to you. They could have flashed it in your face. They could have showed you what they was doing with it. They could have did any goddamn thing other than help you. But they decided at the kindness of their heart to help you. And what y'all bitches do at the end of the days, y'all flip it around, make yourselves like victims, and then want to talk about them. Y'all ain't shit. You the motherfuckers, if a race war was to ever have happened in history, you the first motherfuckers I'm gonna get up out of here. Because you have no fucking loyalty for nothing but yourself. You have no compassion for nothing but yourself. You have no brotherhood, no sisterhood, no camaraderie for nothing but yourself. And it's sad. It is fucking sad. Because it shouldn't have to be like that. But guess what? A lot of us are so fucked up in the head, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. And y'all think it's sweet. But eventually, one day, we're going to get it together. Eventually, one day, we're going to come to some kind of understanding. I really hope and pray that tonight, I know it's been kind of off, like I said, thank you, Dr. Johnson, for giving me the advice you gave me. I'm going to work on that because, man, my allergies do be kicking my ass, and it's hard, and I'm still trying to give out, good content. If I went off the rails, and if anybody got offended by it, so you was probably the motherfucker I needed to offend. If you felt any way about anything I've said, other than getting the knowledge and information and having fellowship with us, then yeah, you was the motherfucker I was talking about. Whoever you are. This ain't a smoke show. Y'all know how I get down. I'll call you out. And if anybody got anything to say about it, y'all know how to reach me. BlackBottomRoscast@gmail.com. You can hit me on my Facebook, and also you can hit me on here on Black Bottom. And also, if you're not subscribed to the page, please subscribe to the page Black Bottom Roscast. Hit the subscribe and the bell button for all future live streams and other things I'm gonna eventually do pretty soon. Like I said earlier, my next goal, I reached my first goal. My next goal is get to 1,000 subscribers. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm strictly on YouTube. I'm not going to double stream for a while. It'll be a special event after that if I do it like that. So in the meantime, in between time, I want y'all to be good. Hope everyone's nice. In the words of Sinful to P, I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. And we are out. Tune in next week. Save back time, save back station.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to
Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. I know it was kind of, it is what it is with that, but I just had to get that out. We gotta do better as a community, man. We gotta stop doing each other bogus the way we do each other. We all we got. After that, who else we got? Y'all realize it one day. Appreciate all y'all that tuned in tonight. And if you missed it, y'all late, catch it on the replay. We've had some hiccups, but it is what it is. I'm dealing with some other shit right now. But I'm all good. Thank you. Thanks for everyone's concerns. Thank you for all the engagements. Thank you for the likes, the clicks, all that. It's all good, baby.
It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into.
If y'all feel Tuesdays tonight, that's all good. Like I said, later down the road, I'm gonna probably put another night on. Y'all see it in the notifications. But for right now, let's still stick with the same program. But I'll see y'all next week. I hope everybody have a great remainder of the week. I hope you got a little something about what we was talking about tonight. And don't take my rants too serious, especially if it ain't directed towards you. And if it was, fuck you. It is what it is. You know what it is. Spin the globe. Be blessed this week, y'all. Regardless of who you are and what you're doing and how you're moving. And we all